JPIA TV, the live is EMIYA STARlock at New York Toy Fair 2017. I'm here with Mezco. Pierre, tell us about Mezco.
All right, well, Mezco as a company has been around for about 20 years, and we have the luxury or the good fortune of being able to work on some great brands. We've got Marvel, we've got DC, Ghostbusters, we've got LDD, which is our in-house brand of horror-themed dolls, Chucky, Pinhead. We've got a bunch of different licenses that we're working on, and very happy with all.
I've always known you guys for the Living Dead dolls. It's doing really well for you guys. Those are very strong. Those are one of the first lines you guys have done, right?
It is literally one of the first lines we did. It's we're getting ready to celebrate our 20th anniversary next year for Living Dead dolls. So,
wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, in an age where lines exist for 4 or 5 years and they get phased out, to be able to go on for 20 years, to be on Series 34 this year, is really an honor. We're very happy for the support the line's been given.
And still going really strong, huh?
Yes, as strong as ever.
Very great. All right. What was the motivation to begin the 112 Collective line? What was the ambition behind that?
We wanted to literally do something that hadn't been done before. So we were looking at the toy market and seeing, as collectors, what we wanted to see. And we've always loved 12-inch figures and the aesthetic of them, the high quality of those types of figures. But I don't actually collect 12-inch figures. I have a handful, but I don't have too many of them because I don't have the space for it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to see if we could take everything that was in a 12-inch figure, offer it for a cheaper price at half the scale. So that was the goal, and that's what we're aiming for.
I see, I see. Of all the 112 collective figures produced so far, which character presented the biggest challenge?
I'd say the live-action stuff, just because with the comic-based stuff, we have the luxury of being able to make it look however we want. But when it comes to the movie stuff, we need to make it look like the actors. We have to make it look specifically and precisely like it does on screen. So that often offers a different challenge.
I see, I see. During the concept and design, what factors determine what type of fabric and material are used for each character's costume?
It really comes down to scale. Like we can't use actual denim at this scale because it won't drape properly. So we try to find the thinnest material that we can kind of across the board. So it's really about the way everything drapes at that scale.
I see, I see. That makes a lot of sense. While some of the figures in the line are adapting faithfully from existing media, some of the figures in the line are designed with liberties, in some cases melding classic elements with modern elements.
Yes.
What is the thought process that goes into those redesigns, and what determines which elements between classic and modern are used for certain characters, used more for certain characters? For example, Green Arrow is a very modern interpretation, while Shazam is a very classic retro interpretation.
Right. Our goal is really to design these characters sort of to reimagine them how we think they look in our universe. And there are some characters that lend themselves better to that kind of reimagining. A character like Deathstroke, you can redesign from the ground up and give him all new armor, and he, still looks like Deathstroke. A character like Shazam or Flash or Spider-Man, you can't pull it too far away from his core look because then it stops looking like that character, starts looking like somebody else.
And fans might get antsy about it and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't mind taking liberties, like as you can see with our Wolverine. It's not classically Wolverine, but you look at it and you know it's Wolverine.
Yeah, instantly recognizable. That's the point.
Right.
Are there other versions of Wolverine probably coming?
Yeah, I've said that we only have on display here the regular retail releases of all these figures. Most of these characters have at least one, if not
two or three
variants.
Different variants, yeah. Okay. So like previews exclusive, convention exclusive, that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. This is actually someone asked, these are questions people sent in.
I'm sorry.
Lots of fans consider the Frankenstein one of the best figures you guys made in the line so far. Is there any other plans for any other monster and horror figures of the similar type?
We'd love to. We don't have anything to announce at the moment, but that doesn't mean we're not working on anything. It just means we're not announcing anything. As you can see, we have a lot of things in the works, so it's a matter of fitting something in and finding the bandwidth for it as a company.
I see. Awesome. Any chances for further Star Trek figures beyond the classic series?
At the moment, we're working on classic. That's what we're focused on. I'd love to do all iterations of Star Trek. I've said before, I'm a huge fan of the entire line up until Enterprise. I watched the reruns. I watched the original series, Voyager. So I'd love to do them all.
Okay. Awesome. Any plans for more vehicles in the 112 scale line? Is Batmobile still coming from BBS? Is it possible a future Ghost Rider figure will actually come with his motorcycle?
Anything is possible. I can't confirm anything. We're committed to doing vehicles and dioramas where they make sense. So we did the Dread Bike, we did the Captain's Chair. Batmobile is a work in progress. We're still trying to get it out, but it's a work in progress.
Well, the Batman's kind of sold out right now. Is it going to be re-released when the Batmobile comes out so that people can have a Batman to go with their Batmobile?
I would imagine so. If not the original, BVS Batman, then maybe the Batman that exists in Justice League or in the solo films.
Awesome. That's cool. Is there a particular favorite figure among the Mezco staff?
I can only speak for myself personally, but I love the characters with more details. So like the Armored Punisher, the Deathstroke, just because when they get that small and you get that much detail on them, they pop more. But at the same time, I've always been a fan of the Bruce Timm animated style, so I like the Flash because he's so stripped down. It's just hard to pick. I like them all.
What licenses would you guys love to have for the 112 Collective line?
All of them. Again, it's hard to pick. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'd love to do G.I. Joe.
Oh wow,
I'd love to do Star Wars. I'd love to do Thundercats. I'm a fan first, so I'd love to do anything that I grew up with, in the 80s and 90s.
Many action figure fans, we mostly deal with Japanese stuff, we have a Japanese audience as well, which probably will be translating this interview for. But many action figure fans in the anime community are wondering if there will ever be anime IPs represented in the 112 Collective line.
I'd love to. Again, everyone in our office is a fan of something. One of our designers is a huge anime fan and manga fan. So there's no shortage of ideas that we'd love to get into this line. Again, it's just a matter of making it work. So it's not a no. Unfortunately, it's not a yes right now, but it doesn't mean no. It just means we need to figure it out.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to tell the fans, especially the ones in Japan? Anything you want to tell them? Any special message or something you want to say?
Thank you. The main message is thank you. Thank you for supporting the line. Thank you for making it what it is. Thank you for appreciating the work we do. And even if you don't love everything we do, we even appreciate the criticisms because that makes us work harder to make it better the next time. So, thank you.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Thank you, Pierre.
Thank you, guys. Take care.